Hear ye, gather round for another edition of Young Kings Wrestling, featuring the JDF Memorial Sovereign Soundboard. As always, you can find us on most platforms that stream your favorite podcast episodes, including Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. If you're listening on the iTunes or wherever, you can leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a 5-star review. Links to all the platforms and the merchandise available at ykwrestling.com. Welcome back to Knock If You Buckingham Palace. I am the thespian T.C. Fontaine, joined by... I forgot what
King
it was.
Reek? No, it's King Reek of the House of Havoc, first of his name.
King Reek of the House of Havoc, first of his name. Welcome back for another one.
Another one.
We here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Oscar Sunday. So if any of y'all care about movies and film the way that I do, should be a good little ceremony, man. I know who I want to win. If you've seen Everything Everywhere All at Once, I'll be pulling up the betting odds on things, man. So Everything Everywhere All at Once is favored in damn near every category that they are nominated for.
Of course.
So you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
They probably gonna win one. That's how that goes. They might win just one thing, and it's probably gonna be Best Director. So
yeah,
shout out to,
that makes more sense.
Brendan Fraser, my guy. Remember him from The Mummy and Tarzan? He is nominated. He came back to Hollywood and went crazy. He's nominated for Best Actor for The Whale. If you haven't seen The Whale, it is something. It is an emotional roller coaster of a ride. Go check out that film. It's fantastic. Fantastic performance by Brendan Fraser, man. They put him on the fat suit. He plays a morbidly obese man who's literally dying. Like the first scene, he's having a heart attack, so he's dying the whole movie because he doesn't go to the hospital. So, spoiler alert, he dies at the end of it. But it's all about the journey. It's kind of obvious he was gonna die. But what else, man? Elvis, that was a bomb ass movie too. So Austin Butler is also nominated for Best Actor. So I'm thinking they might give it to him if they don't give it to Brendan Fraser. Colin Farrell had a great little showing. I'm talking a lot about movies right now, but let me get it out the way. Sorry.
Thanks.
Brian Tyree Henry, nominated supporting actor for Causeway. So I'm rooting for everybody black. Issa Rae.
You already know.
Angela Bassett nominated for supporting actress.
Yes.
Now, when black people nominated in the same category, they usually don't give it to both of them. Yeah, we only gonna give it to them. So it's all right.
Somebody gonna get it.
It's whatever. Yeah. So Angela Bassett probably gonna win it. She's not favorite.
Auntie deserve it.
She do.
I don't care. She deserve it.
She do.
She was whooping everybody's ass in that one scene alone.
Bruh, she was. And then y'all seen the Black Panther, and that came out like 5 months ago, so it ain't really a spoiler if I talk about it. She died in the movie, and it was fucked up how she died too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that made me turn me racist for like 20 minutes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. For like 20 minutes, I was feel a little racist, and then we put things to the side, with the damn what was the crew name in Black Panther 2? The Aztecians?
I can't even remember.
I hella forgot.
Dude's name was Namor.
Yeah.
Namor. But I don't remember who.
It's Googleable. Hold on.
They went down. Oh man. I'm trying to think. I know it too. Like it's like right there.
Atlantis.
There we go. Yeah.
Drew a blank real quick.
Yeah, man. Because it's like I know it's like it's right there. I'm thinking of the place. It just wasn't coming to me.
Yeah, hey, listen. It's all good.
Right.
It be happening
Right.
sometimes. Let's get into
man.
some wrestling though, man. Real quick. Our condolences to Arn Anderson and family and friends of his eldest son, Barrett. He announced that his son passed away earlier this week. So RIP to him. Take as much time as you need to do what you got to do. He's still around AEW, ain't he?
I'm pretty sure.
Backstage, most likely.
Going nowhere.
I don't think he's been on TV. Nowhere. But yeah, so our condolences out to him. And we watched wrestling all week long. So before you got on, I know you was watching 04. Where are you at in 04?
Just about to hit No Way Out. Like a show before that.
Man.
And Mania 20 right around the corner. We might have to, I don't know how many promo brackets we done did, but we might have to reopen. We might have to reopen that conversation because I watched the promo. Now, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this one because it involves Redacted, but he's not doing the talking. It's Triple H because it was the contract signing that they did. But bruh, dude was, you know how Triple H is kind of taking you on a journey when he really get in his bag.
So here's the thing.
He was talking to him about how, like, yo, imagine, the 15 years of hard work that you've been putting in. Imagine the ref raising your hand and you raising this title above your head and all of that hard work finally paying off. And he just like slammed the mic down. It's like, wake up. Because this is reality. Reality is I'm the world champion. Reality is you're going to be in the locker room by yourself with no one around you wondering where it all went wrong. Like, yo, DJ Paul was on his psychology tip in this promo, man. Like, this is one of them bangers.
He got cooked. Hey, you didn't go down like that, huh? He got cooked.
I guarantee y'all this it's not going to be the last time that soundbite is played on this episode. I'm about to check that one out though.
Yeah,
because that man he used to know how to put some folks over, like the one, like his inferior, quote unquote inferior opponents for a big match. He probably one of the best at it because y'all listen, man. We get it twisted with this Triple H reign of terror from around this time. He was losing a lot. He's lost a lot in his career.
Yeah, man.
Like, we put a lot of energy into the golden shovels and all that. He used to lose a lot to these people that he was also burying at the same time.
Right.
Like, he did more than enough to put guys over. And if shit wasn't shaking, the reactions wasn't there, the ratings wasn't there, we always go back to Triple H and start over.
It was just a lot of long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, and people get mad at that sort of thing. That's like, I thought that's what y'all wanted.
Like him and Shawn Michaels feuded the entire reign of terror.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is where he comes out. This is where he came out and stole my dude's contract and signed it.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, we done been doing this since I came back after 4 years. Like, on and off, but it's like it's still going on and it's not finished. They had the no contest at Rumble, at Last Man Standing. So it's like,
these AEW, A&E, my bad. These A&E documentaries like The Rivals and stuff.
Yeah.
Have they done a Shawn Michaels and Triple H one at all?
No.
They need to get on that. Giving us Triple H and Batista, give us Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, because that was way better. Batista and Triple H is a good story, but
it's a good story.
It pales in comparison.
I'm not putting it up there with rivalries like that shit.
Yeah,
that was really like 6 months compared to this shit that went on damn near 3-4 years.
It was hardly even that, honestly. Because if you want to say it started in January, because like he wins the Rumble and.
Yeah.
I guess like the tail end because there was some friction
Late February.
that they was like leading up to it. Yeah. So February, okay, then to April, and
all the way to June.
Yeah, finishes in June. So that's like maybe 5 months,
right?
If you add it all up.
Versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they beef started July 02 and ended in June 04.
Yeah.
And they were still interacting. So like they still it still carried on even after that, all the way until when DX got back together.
Right, in 06.
Yeah. So that might be the low-key one of the best rivalries of all time.
For sure.
It needs more respect, is what I'm saying. So I
they
think
had it in the video game.
They did.
Back in like I think it was 2K15. It was one of the it was a whole like the showcase mode. The whole thing, the whole 2 years that they was feuding, that's how it went on.
Since we're on the subject real quick, what's your favorite match that they've had during that whole time?
Ooh, man.
I'm biased towards the one at SummerSlam.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to beat that. It's hard to beat the SummerSlam. Like, I like 3 Stages of Hell a lot.
Yeah,
that would be like.
I didn't like the end of it. That hurt me.
Yeah,
we bought that pay-per-view, and
it's like it seemed like the top. I gotta watch Bad Blood over again, but like SummerSlam is up there, 3 Stages of Hell, and Rumble. Even that Raw before the Rumble that they had for the title was crazy, but
you put the Chamber.
I can't really because it was more so that the last sequence of it, they didn't have that much time together. And by then, when they got to it, like he had already had his throat crushed by RVD. So it's like, he was only going to get so much. Like, shout out to him for surviving all of that. Cause I mean,
I would have said, hey, vacate this motherfucking title right now.
Yeah, right. Like, just get me up out of here.
Yeah, he better than me.
Saying? Like, just have somebody roll me up and get me up out. Cause that's wild. I don't need to finish that bad.
He came back like a month later. He's one of the toughest guys to. Shout out to Triple H. We always shout out Triple H on here. What if I watched this past week? I didn't watch any like old stuff. I turned on the they got the live channels on Peacock. They got everything. They got a damn SVU channel. They got an Office channel, and they got, you remember that show Snap? It was basically just women killing their husbands.
Oh yeah,
they got a whole channel for that.
They always make some kind of variation of that.
Yeah, but I digress. But they do have a WWE channel. So usually when I'm indecisive about what I want to watch, it's actually very similar to the OG network. Before they went over to Peacock. So I'll go ahead and throw on Brock Lesnar. They had the best of Brock Lesnar. So when it started, showing No Mercy 02, Hell in a Cell. Forgot how good that was.
Yeah, fire.
And then after that, it went into the triple threat at the Royal Rumble, John Cena and Seth, and a little bit of foreshadowing. Michael Cole was saying something about Brock Lesnar and tables, and I was just like, "Hey, Michael Cole, Brock Lesnar gonna show you about some tables in a few months." So,
oh man,
I had to go on YouTube after that. After he said that, I went straight to YouTube and I had to pull up when Brock like just washed everybody at ringside the night after Mania that year.
Went crazy.
Just went ham on the cameraman, like F5 Michael Cole. Yeah, Booker T out there was just looking dead.
Right. he was selling the hell out of that spot, bro.
More on Booker T in a little bit, man. But before I talk about that, this week in wrestling history, got a few little tidbits, man. Some little minor, some a little crazy. Not too crazy, rather. 1972, 51 years ago this week, New Japan Pro Wrestling held their very first show called Opening Series. I'm not going to say a lot of the names on here because I don't know many of these names besides Antonio Inoki. So,
that
was a given. 2002. And this is crazy to look back on. On Monday Night Raw in the main event, the NWO, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Terry took on Stone Cold and The Rock on Raw.
I do remember that.
I remember watching it, and I don't think I respected how major of a match it was at the time, because it's literally like, I want to say month 2 of me being a consistent weekly watcher. So I don't really understand the magnitude of what I'm seeing right now. And this is on free television. And I'm looking, and I'll go and think about like all throughout 2002, where Vince was just giving away pay-per-view matches on TV, like damn near the whole year. To the point Stone Cold had to walk out of the company and say, I ain't doing this shit, bro.
Like, y'all are bugging.
That shit drove Stone Cold away. This dude had Triple H and Kurt Angle on Raw to determine the number 1 contender for WrestleMania. That happened a couple weeks before this match. They booked Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold. That's when Stone Cold walked out. We got Jeff Hardy and The Undertaker in a ladder match. We had a TLC match for the tag titles in the main event on Raw that year.
It was going.
Yeah, he was going nuts, man. 09, JBL becomes a Grand Slam champion, defeating CM Punk to get the Intercontinental Championship for the first time. 2010, Vince McMahon pins John Cena on Monday Night Raw. I forgot about this one. I seen this one on Twitter. Yeah, it was I gotta remember who was all in this match. It was a 5-man gauntlet. And
okay. Yeah,
it was
that's right.
Drew McIntyre, Batista, Mark Henry. I'm drawing a blank on the other person, and Vince.
Yeah, they had a whole thing.
Vince
and Vince was like, him and Vince was like mini feuding, and that Batista came in and took the title off Cena.
Yeah, because that was what was it, Elimination Chamber or No Way Out? Was it Elimination Chamber already?
Elimination Chamber, yeah. That was the first year.
Yeah. And I forgot about that shit. So, yeah, this will be the last match Vince McMahon will win for 12 years until he beat Pat McAfee at WrestleMania last year.
Bruh.
Are we mature enough to issue an apology to the dirt sheets?
No,
because they were technically right about that.
I know, and I knew when, like, I got mad when I seen it, but I can't do it. The sincerity would not come through at all.
Okay,
yeah, I got one right. That's whatever.
See, let y'all know right now, this was an effort for accountability.
An attempt.
There was an effort there. So if you would like an example of how to attempt to show accountability for being wrong, that's how you kind of do it. We went a little strangely about it. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna just move on. So Vince pins John Cena on Monday Night Raw. You flip the channel back a couple steps. All right, real quick. You remember the channels for like all your favorite channels you used to watch on cable when you was a kid?
All right, all I know is 28 and 59 was Nick and Cartoon Network.
Okay.
Disney Channel was like 46. I watched like the shows on ABC. That was like 37. BET was 30. No. Either BET or MTV was 30. One of the two.
So we had 51 for Cartoon Network, 48 for Disney. BET was 39. Nickelodeon was 34. USA Network was 32. 31 is ESPN. 30 is ESPN2. 29 was Spike TV. So if I'm watching Raw on this night in 2010, I can turn my channel back a couple bits to channel 29 to Spike TV to see your boy Terry and your boy Rick making their in-ring debuts on TNA Impact.
Oh my God. Remember, they tried to
Yeah, they
compete with
went head to
Raw.
head live with Raw every week. Were they live? I don't know if they was live or not, but they
I
went head
have
to
no
head with
idea.
Raw every single week, which is around the
You
time I
think,
stopped watching TNA too.
and you would think too.
I ain't had time for that.
This was during the time Eric Bischoff was part of the promotion too, so it's like you just didn't learn from
They
the decade
said
prior.
we got a billionaire again. We about to do this. We about to try it again.
Yeah,
10 years later, after it failed the last time,
on a different network, just because
on a network with less money.
Exactly, like just because Raw moved out of this network on the USA, we're on Spike.
Why do you think
now.
they left?
Come on now.
Yeah, man, shit's strange. Happy birthdays. We wrap this up. Happy birthday to our mans who be wildin', Bruce Pritchard, Tyler Bates, former NXT UK champion, NXT UK tag champion, and NXT tag champion. Chad
Strong
Gable.
boy.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Chad Gable. I don't remember his accomplishments. I know he won both the Raw and SmackDown tag titles. And he's Triple Crown Tag Team Champion, including NXT. I don't think he's won any singles titles, though.
No, not yet.
We should change that in 2023.
It's coming.
He's been putting in crazy work since the Shorty G shit. Like, he survived that. I think we should give him a little bit more than. I mean, I accept the TV time because I don't think everybody needs to be holding championships. But I mean, to say that he was at least like Intercontinental Champion at one point.
Yeah, man. Like I said, the Shorty G shit off GP alone, he should get something. Like, I don't care if it's a couple months, just show some love to him for dealing with that. And it's like you see his in ring, but that's why Cody was like giving him a lot of time in his match to showcase him, because it's like dude can work his ass off.
Yeah, he's a killer. I love the TV time, so
yeah.
But his TV time might be coming to an end soon, possibly. So it's time to regroup and repackage him and do something else. You see, they starting to transition him away from Otis.
Yeah.
I remember what Gunther and them said last year. They said no American will ever hold the Intercontinental title again. Who better to challenge that claim than Mr. Team USA himself?
I need that. I definitely need that.
I'm saying. What else we got here, man? Happy birthday to Melina. Happy birthday to Luchasaurus. He is 65 million and two, I believe. Kenta. Happy birthday to Kenta. JoJo. Shout out to JoJo, one of my favorite ring announcers of all time. Rick Steiner, Hall of Famer, and Mae Young, who would have turned 100 years old today. Shout out to Mae Young.
Facts.
And shout out to Mae Young only.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Where we at on the Royal Address of Rumors, sir?
All right. Let's run this down. So
I got a couple.
The most obvious one. Get that out the way real quick. Saray's leaving WWE. I said from Jump Street, as good as in-ring performance she is, you have to have presentation to follow up with. They didn't put enough effort into presentation.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't care about her grandma necklace.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like the whole Harry Potter, Sailor Moon, whatever was going on there. Like, that didn't work either. And then they just tried to stick her in like Chase U, like that was gonna help. Like, nah, bro. You got to put effort into this. Yeah. So she was just one of the people that got lost in the shuffle. More than likely, probably wind up in Tony Khan University, but hopefully not, because
I mean,
how they treat how women get the
Joshi women don't do well over there either. So
yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Hikaru Shida been missing for like years, which is crazy. Yeah,
she got like 3 matches this year.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's not cool. Shout out to Serrato.
Yeah, for sure. This one's kind of funny. So, Kane, Mayor Glenn Jacobs of Knox County, He was recently asked about
What he say
his
now, man?
his future and potential in-ring future or potential retirement match. Uh, he gives the classic line, "I'll always keep the door open, never say never."
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that's a part of him for life at this point. Um, he said, "If I do something in ring, I'm not sure, but you might have to ask Kane that question." I don't listen. I don't want to see Kane nowhere near a ring anytime soon. He didn't get a retirement match, in fairness, but
That's true. You don't need one.
let's be real. He way past 50, and we don't need to do nothing anywhere else there. So, uh, who was this? Francine from
I
ECW
saw
back
that
in the
shit,
day.
man. I got something to say about that because I don't know.
She tripping. She really tripping. Cause the whole Queen of Extreme title.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently she was on her soapbox about some, giving that title to Liv Morgan and Lita. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't recall them. Did they say it this past Monday or something like that?
I think Corey said it about Lita when she came out. Something. I think she called her. I think he called her the Queen of Extreme. I do know they've been calling Liv that here and there. Um, I did some research though on this because when I seen it, I was just like, "Is Queen of Extreme trademark?" And it's not. Queen of Extreme Francine is trademarked, and she trademarked that back in August, like shortly. I don't know if it was before or after, around the time they started trying to say it with Liv,
Mm-hmm.
and she just tried to be like, "Oh, I need that real quick just in case." But
Yeah,
I don't, yeah. So I don't know about that, man.
that's Francine trying to time. She's trying to time the market. I
Yeah,
don't like
that's all
that.
that is.
I don't like that.
All this stuff
Oh
is
man.
is official. Like there's actual trademark search, like an official U.S. trademark search, like government ran website. So it's all clear as day. Queen of Extreme Francine trademarked like August 20 something of 2022.
Yeah. She got on her soapbox about that, talking about, like you just said, the whole process that is going through trying to get that done, and then he's just coming and giving it away like that. Like, listen, I got news for you.
Yeah.
The '90s was a long time ago. Uh, speaking of Lita and legends, uh, some preliminary ideas coming in for SummerSlam this year in Detroit. Um, Supposedly, we may see a heel Trish Stratus one-on-one with Becky Lynch at SummerSlam.
Is that a rumor for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy because I have something to say about that
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, it's some preliminary talks going on right now. They like the idea of working together right now, and at some point in the summer, early in the summer, we're gonna see a fresh heel Trish, which we ain't seen that in a very long time, and I miss it.
18 years.
Facts. So I'm here for that. Her and Becky could go crazy.
Man.
I'm with that.
I need it.
So
I need it.
yeah. TMZ caught up with Big E. And of course they had to ask him the question.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a question that we all be asking in our heads, but he just gave the best answer that you can give in that scenario. And he just said, he wants to make the best decision for him and his future. He's just waiting on what the scans say, talk to the doctors. But he's not in a rush to make no decisions right now. We just want to see how everything looks and how his health is going to be, which, I mean, let's be real. Like, that's the most logical thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's okay at the end of the day. If he can't wrestle no more, it is what it is. He's at peace with it. But yeah, it's just, you know, making the smart decision.
Yeah.
Which is all we can ask at this point. He's healthy. He's still with us. I mean, That's all we could have asked for after what happened.
He can walk.
Yeah. No major damage, nothing permanent. He's still up functioning. He was at the what team is it? The hockey team.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I don't know what team it was.
chilling on the Zamboni though. Yeah, like did like couple laps around the Zamboni. Like I still can get humor and entertainment out of Big E, whether he wrestles again or not. That works for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they don't have people who don't perform that still get on WWE TV.
Why he can't be like the new Doc Hendricks when he come back?
Right.
Just do interviews
cool
backstage and shit like that.
Like I'm all good with that.
I'm with that. Give me that.
All right, so last but not least, Taker and Vince got into it a day before Vince announced that he was leaving.
Taker?
Oh, yeah.
Where was this from? I know
Taker
Taker been on the interview circuit recently.
Yeah, he was talking to Ariel. And this is the quote I'm going to pull up here. He said he called me the day before he announced it, and we got into an argument because I thought he was ribbing me. I said, there's no way. There's absolutely no way you're stepping away. He was like, nope, this is what I'm going to do. He's like, why are you effing with me? Why are you fucking with me? This is me. We ended up going at it for a little bit. Finally, I was like, all right, okay, sure enough. Next day, Vince resigns. But I knew there was no way he'd stay away. So even in this role, I think it's going to be challenging for him because obviously that's his baby. He created it. And, he understands he wants to make sure the TV deals and potential sale goes the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But, we'll see where this goes. But, yeah, he refused to believe that the man was actually stepping down. So he took it that far and said, listen, I don't appreciate you ribbing me like this. That sounds like a Vince and Taker conversation.
Yeah. So I'm like this club. I'm still trying to decide. I don't know if I want to go to this Undertaker One Dead Man show. That's like right after SmackDown in a few weeks. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to spend that bread or not.
I'm gonna say
it's more than my SmackDown ticket, but it's the Undertaker. That's why I'm like, damn, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm kind of conflicted. Because I can, get $20 off on SeatGeek using the code YK Wrestling, but I don't know if I want to.
That's a fact.
I have to over $50 or more if I do that. But that's an official plug for that. Trying to decide still. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Give me like another week. Like I'm gonna have to go watch some Undertaker interviews. I know he did Tyson recently.
Yeah.
He had this joint with Ariel. He got another quote from the Ariel interview that I know hashtag you niggas is gonna be a little up in arms about, like everything else Undertaker do.
Oh, the whole not protecting the characters. Yeah. It's true.
It is 100%.
Like, come on now.
And to the point where, like, I know folks is gonna ignore the fact that Taker said, and this is the exact quote he said, you don't have to go to extremes like I did, but protect it somewhat at least. Ain't nobody do that. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And when some people do it, they go too fucking extreme. Should I do that now or should I wait?
You already going there.
All right.
You already going there.
All right. Because when some people do protect their character, they take it a little bit too fucking far.
I'm packing the air, this gas what?
These peasants, you peasants.
Y'all take it a little bit too far to the point where we need to, wrestling is all about improvisation. Okay?
Right.
You want to do something, you should think like, no, wait, computers need to be puting in your head real quick to figure things out that you should or should not do. And one of them things you should have never done, Mr. MJF, bring that ass here, boy, is throw a drink on a child. No matter what type of drink it was, you don't throw the drink on the kid. Throw the drink on the floor, whatever. He threw the drink, which apparently was alcoholic, in this black kid's face. He's just trying to enjoy a wrestling show.
Boy,
it's very unfortunate.
It's the social media age. It's the information age.
Yeah.
It's the toxic wrestling fan age. Come on, bro.
Toxic wrestling fans. The people who try to defend it as well. You're like, oh, it's a part of the show. I don't come to the show to get a drink thrown on me. I came to watch some wrestling.
See, the selective defenses that y'all make when it comes to the almost exclusively white town, it boggles my mind, because I'm one of those people that said that him, when he was like giving the kid the middle finger at the signing, I thought that's a little bit extra. Like, you're at a signing, you're not. You can be a
unless
dick,
the
but
kid asks for it. That's different. We don't know that.
Right? Like, there's a limit to put on it. Like, you can still be in character, but you don't got to take it to that extreme. But y'all defend, oh, he's just keeping his character alive. He's doing this, that, and the third. Like, nah, that's the wrong side of the fence. Like he just said, Taker took it to an extreme that a lot of people, especially nowadays, never do. Mm-hmm. Like, he was staying in character. He was always wearing black. He always had the hair down, didn't talk, all this stuff. Like, he got as close to his gimmick as he possibly could outside of kayfabe or outside of TV. But there's ways of doing it when you get a little bit too far. This is one of those examples. Like, that's tequila, bro. Or whatever it was. Like, you throwing tequila on a kid, like, you gotta think a little bit. Like, hey, it's a black kid too. Parents in the crowd. I'm shocked that we didn't see something else go down, because I know for a fact, somebody tweeted this too, and I was thinking the same thing. I know for a fact that if that was my mother, the match would have turned into a triple threat immediately. Because it would not have gone down that smooth like that. But it's like, these things you got to think about. Like, if it's water, we're having a different conversation a little bit.
Don't even assume what's in it. Just don't do it to begin with.
Yeah, but it's like,
imagine somebody back in and y'all. I seen another person that was like, "Oh, this is what heels do. Heels used to do this all the time. Heels never threw no drinks on the fans. That was
exactly
not even in the territory days that y'all like to prop up so much, that y'all obviously have not studied. I guarantee you, somebody did that shit in Bill Watts's promotion back in the day, and Bill Watts is racist as fuck, but he's a great businessman." And he knew what to do and what not to do. And if one of his heels did some shit like that, they would never be booked in his promotion ever again.
Right. Yeah, man. That was just...
Me, y'all trying to shame the mama too. Like, she can't enjoy herself with an alcoholic beverage at this show. I seen somebody act like, oh, you had that much tequila, you don't need to be parenting. Like, you think they just be giving that much tequila in these big ass cups like that at these shows? Have y'all never heard of mixed drinks? More evidence that y'all don't go outside
at all.
God,
like, come on, bro. This is not the 80s back in the day where y'all just expected certain shit from people. Like, I see Rick was on his shit again.
Yeah, man.
Because he brought this up and said, hey, you really want to be a heel, you cut yourself so deep that when you swing your hair back, the blood gets on people. Like, bro, what?
Dog, you know that I can see you?
Like, we just got out of a pandemic, bro.
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you? But see, that's the 70s and 80s kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not in that time period no more. So certain shit we're not going to even attempt. And we shouldn't have attempted, like Maxwell did on this particular night. But hey, man, wrong kind of bumps.
Yeah, the wrong kind of bumps, man.
This is what happens in those places.
And I've seen and this people was trying to say it was a work too. It's like it was a plan. Like, no, Nah, clear as day. This kid clearly
Bro,
did not look like a plan at all. He wasn't.
Brody's wife and like 2 other people immediately ran out and brought that big kid backstage to be like, "Yo, are you good? Are you okay? Let me introduce you to a bunch of talent."
Said like Hobbs was his favorite wrestler, so they had to meet Hobbs. Is probably why they had Hobbs win the belt on Wednesday to try to do all that. I still would sue though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, hey, do all this shit. I'm still suing him.
Right. He immediately
I ain't signed no waivers or nothing.
Dude, and Tony got backstage and was like capping his ass. Like, oh, it's like, man, we don't have a great world champion, but that kid, I forget his name. Like he was a champion tonight. Like, yo, bro. There's a simple solution. Just tell him not to do that shit.
Y'all need like this. I don't know what y'all need. Y'all need somebody else. Some more vets, some people that's going. We need some more authority. That's what we need. We need Tony Khan to take a step back. Yeah, we need some more authoritative structure. I remember, and I ain't gonna shit on my old principal from high school, my first 2 years of high school, but it was Wild Wild West in my school, and she ended up retiring. My principal from middle school ended up taking a job at my high school. First day of school, literally when I walked into the building, I got hounded for my do-rag. They said, you got to take that off. I was like, damn, it's different this motherfucker this year. It's totally switching around. Like, we got more structure, and in turn, enrollment rates went up. School rate, like the grades and shit went up. Everybody was more successful everywhere. That's simple. You get somebody in there to implement some structure, change some shit around. We watched The Office. You watched The Office?
Nah, but like I've seen a bunch of it.
So you probably ain't gonna understand what I'm saying, but anybody on here who listens to the show that watches The Office, there is a storyline on The Office where the paper company Dunder Mifflin is sold to this other corporation, and they just start implementing so much different structure, and they change shit around. And Idris Elba comes in, and he just like starts just shutting shit down that they used to do all the time. Like, no, we're not doing this no more, fam. We need to do this. And they didn't really care for it. But sometimes that shit is necessary. Y'all want this company to remain being a thing. You want this company to remain being an option for people to come in and work and make money. Like, QT Marshall was on some bullshit this past week, and I don't want to get into it. But he talked about how before AEW, he had a negative bank account of $27. Y'all want people to go back to having a negative bank account of $27? Y'all want wrestlers to, I had $7 in my pocket. Y'all want wrestlers to go back to that?
$7
bucks. I had $7 and I didn't know if I was gonna make it to the NFL. I had to figure out, y'all don't want people to just end up in them scenarios no more. We want options for people to go and work. And AEW, y'all need some structure. We've been talking about this for like 2 years now, bro.
Yeah, man.
Over 2 years. It's tiring at this point. Like, get some structure.
I don't understand. And then you got these capologists that just be like, PC is stupid. You don't need the PC that WWE has and stuff like that. And then you have all these constant blunders and bad accidents and shit like that. Spots that could go horribly worse than they ultimately did.
This is not every,
you know what I'm saying?
Every wrestler don't pull off every spot successfully. But when you work at it, I seen Keith Lee admitting he don't practice no spots or nothing.
No. It's like y'all keep saying that, but then it's like it keeps happening more frequently on that particular promotion. And then I just said last week, William Regal, his job, he attends every show. He takes notes. He watches everyone as they perform. And then he tells them, hey, here's what you can do to, help this out with your selling. Here's what you can do out to help with your crowd, response, stuff like that. Little bitty things like that. It's structure.
Yeah.
It don't got nothing to do with the fact that, it's WWE. It's running the company, running the promotion the way that makes sense to keep things
it's a machine.
To keep it running. It's like, hey, y'all don't have that over there. Y'all just kind of just have a lot of, we got creativity and you got passion, you got this and the third. Man. Yeah.
Like your car need gas to run. and you can go as long as possible without getting gas, but at some point it's going to have an effect. It might fuck up your whole car. At some point, we could get to that point. Is all we saying. I think we can move on because it sounds like it's a broken record. We talk about this a lot.
Yeah,
I would love to
new.
be able to watch this show on the way that I watched it for the first 3 years, but I can't consistently watch outside of pay-per-views at this point. Like I said, man, I follow along involuntarily just because I see it all over my timeline. I have no choice. And I'm fine with that. I don't really have to watch because I would prefer not to. I try to. I can't do it no more. I watch the pay-per-views though. Like that's when you're supposed to have just the wrestling with no character work or storylines. Like that's the whole point of the pay-per-view. So like that's digestible. But the TV, get some structure, man, so we can care about the TV shows. And people that watch the shows don't really care about it either.
Exactly.
I don't think the people that say they watch the shows watch it. Y'all just pay y'all $13 a month, and that's how y'all stay up to date on everything. It's way too much wrestling that y'all just be aware of. That I don't know. Y'all don't watch everything.
Y'all should be ashamed.
I tried to do the watch everything thing, and I could not do it. Maybe because I have a life.
No,
I tried it for a whole year. For a whole year, I tried it, and by like November, I just couldn't do it no more. I was struggling to keep up with stuff by November. I did the best I could.
Bro, there's literally no way. There's a show. There's a show for every day of the week.
Yeah, it's too much. Like what we got now: Raw on Mondays, Tuesdays is
NXT,
Wednesdays is AEW, Thursdays is Impact, and now we got Ring of Honor on Thursday. Friday is SmackDown, Rampage, and if you watch New Japan Strong, that shit come on Fridays too.
There you go.
I think I seen something AEW possibly getting a new show on Saturdays. Impact, they run their pay-per-view events on Fridays. So one Friday out the month, that's one extra show. WWE, they run their stuff on Saturdays. So one Saturday is another thing. Sunday is some shit going on Sunday. There's a lot of wrestling going on, man. It's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Actually, I ain't even mad if folks pay their $13 to keep up with wrestling. I'm mad y'all paid the $13 for the speculation.
That right. Like you could
stay on track with shit. Okay, it's $13. That might be a good ass deal. Low key.
You can find recaps and shit like that anywhere for free. You know what I'm saying?
That's also true.
You get on YouTube, watch some What Culture, find any site that'll give you a recap. CBS does recaps of the shows. Like
they do. CBS Sports do. That's where I get my notes from every week. If I miss something, that's where I go.
Yeah, like that's all people gotta do. So it's like you spending $13 a month for that.
But for them obscure Japanese promotions, like you ain't gonna find out about that shit nowhere but the Seltzerverse.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Speaking of the Seltzerverse, man, I seen they said y'all you seen the pictures of Vince at Raw?
Yeah.
This man got the Victor Newman mustache and shit.
That's disturbing. That's real. Like Vince look like he got in a different type of business. Like he got in a whole different type of business.
I'll say my man looked like the dad-in-law off the George Lopez show. You remember
that? Yo.
Hey dog, I seen your boy from the Seltzerverse try to say that Vince snuck into Raw, which is crazy that my man snuck into the show of the company that he owns. That's just funny to me that would even be a possibility. Can you picture him just trying to sneak into the show? Like he's supposed to be a surprise appearance or something? That's crazy.
That's cap. Totally cap. That means lie.
But who is preventing this man from entering the arena?
His own,
like
he has access to that building for however long he could go and please. He can go as much as he pleases. It's crazy to me.
Like
that folks would believe that he snuck into it.
People hear that.
Did that make sense to you in your brain?
Like, y'all know? You just said like, do you know that I can see you?
Nigga, do you know that I can see you?
Shout out to Cat Williams.
Yeah, I need that.
But like,
Cat Williams got a show out here in a couple weeks too. I have to go check that out.
Oh, bad.
It's a busy night, so I don't know what I'm doing. I might go see Cat Williams. I might go see Plant Benavidez. I don't know. Gotta figure that out.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Shout out to Cali.
I can't understand to me for the life of me. People that have common sense, if you're a wrestling fan, how you listen to
that
this
mustache
nonsense,
is insane,
bro.
though. Is all I'm saying. I think that's the most important part.
Yeah.
This man grew some facial
that,
hair at 78 years old.
Yeah, and smiling too. Like,
yeah, bro.
Ooh.
Like, why you got a mustache? That's like you. Now I'm thinking, like, has he ever grown a mustache before? And just like,
no, I've never seen it. I'm talking like all the way back to when he was commentating, interviewing. Never seen it one time. He had the red blazer on.
next time we see Vince, he gonna look like me.
Like, wasn't an ounce of facial hair. Now all of a sudden, you think he went to that the just Sarah for Men, whatever?
Just for men.
They used to be a sponsor.
They did. Ooh, they did back in the day.
When they did like the rewind and shit. They're sponsored by yeah.
I wonder if he got the package. Like,
oh, you know he did.
Like, give me all of that, pal. That's how he grew his hair back so quick after Trump shaved it.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's back when they was on there. They was on there regularly. He wasn't stupid. He knew what he was doing.
Hell yeah.
You getting in position for that.
He said, we can say, hey, we can advertise your products. We just get some free products. I need it. Need it for after WrestleMania. Shout out to Vince, man. What's all good this week in wrestling, man? Where we want to start, man? Let's get NXT Roadblock out the way.
Yeah, because I didn't catch it.
Yeah, our predictions were a little off for a couple of these matches, man. Gigi Dolan won. Dijak, took the L in that street fight. And Grayson Waller's opponent was would have never guessed that. He was facing Johnny Gargano at NXT Stand of Deliver.
Oh yeah, I did see that. That's
it makes sense.
It does, but it's like he didn't need to do that.
Yeah, we don't have to have him on my TV twice a week. We don't gotta do all that. We're forcing him a little too much now. Okay.
We had, I feel like we had the send off for Johnny at NXT, and I know like Sean is his mentor, and I mean Triple H is too, but yeah, Sean is running the show now, and I mean, listen, Grayson Waller, that matchup is not doing anything for me, honestly. I've seen Johnny go against the best in NXT. I don't consider Grayson to be the best in NXT. He's got a character that's getting him over. He's got a character that's getting him over right now. You got me. I'll give it to him. I don't care for him, though. I don't.
All right.
I'll even go as far as
objectively speaking, though.
He's probably the best heel in NXT. Okay. No question.
Because objectively speaking, I'll put him top 3 among the men. There's Braun, there's Melo, and then there's Grayson. I think he might be 3 by default, low key.
He probably is. I just don't care for him.
That's fair.
I don't want to see him in no title matches.
I don't care for Johnny, and he undisputedly is probably top 2 all time in NXT.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So yeah, it makes sense. The history is there. They were beefing a year ago. Yeah, they'll probably end up transitioning this one over to the main roster in a few weeks, like after Stand and Deliver, because I don't see a reason outside of what we just claimed. He top 3. Outside of that, I don't see why Grayson Waller needs to continue to remain in NXT. No. Like we need somebody to get some heat over on the main roster, and I don't see a lot of other people getting that heat that he can get, if anybody.
Hey, it's genuine. I can tell you that.
It is genuine. Elsewhere, what else we had happen, man? Braun Breaker and the Creed brothers did their thing. Dragon Lee was sitting ringside, so he made his official debut. Yeah. And in the main event, Roxanne Perez retained the NXT Women's Championship versus Meiko Satomura. Passes out.
They did too much.
Yeah, they did a whole lot of stuff. The fact that people thought it was real, like after the show went off the air, it was concerning to me. Because, I understand thinking it's real the first couple minutes when you see it happen, but after a while, I think we've been watching wrestling long enough to where we can know, okay, this ain't real.
Right.
The fact that they kept the cameras on and focused and they were showing replays, and you got Shawn Michaels trying to put the oxygen on her. And once he did that, I was like, oh, okay. This is not real. Because you remember Shawn Michaels on, folks probably don't remember. 1995, Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart on Raw, and Shawn Michaels had a concussion. It wasn't a legit concussion, but people back then thought it was real too. And they ended up putting the oxygen over Shawn Michaels. So when I seen Shawn Michaels try to put the oxygen on Roxanne, I was like, oh yeah, this is a little something.
Yeah. It's like you gotta identify the patterns.
Yeah.
And I say that because like, perfect example. I just saw Scream yesterday. Another solid entry.
It was cool.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I heard somebody say it was ass. I heard somebody say it was worse than 5.
No.
Which I didn't care for 5, so I don't know.
And the thing is too, it's like you got to follow the patterns again, because if you watched all the first 3 movies and you pay close attention to it, they basically patterning 5, 6, and I guess 7's coming too, the same way. Just the same themes and stuff like that. There's just twists in the middle of it, but it's not a bad movie by any stretch. You just, if you're not a regular watcher, if you don't get into it much, then it's like, yeah, you ain't gonna be feeling it. But as a fan, as someone that watched all these movies and saw it start to decline towards the end, it's like, okay, they're picking it back up now.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the killer reveals are kind of, those were mid. Like, it was definitely mid. There was a twist I wasn't expecting, but the reveals is they got to work on that. Well, outside of that, it wasn't bad. But it's like, again,
man.
Yeah, it's like, again, there's patterns. Anytime something happened for real in wrestling, they go right into the crowd, like take all attention off the situation.
Yeah,
you get like 5 when Owen fell, you saw nothing but crowd for like, I don't know how many minutes. JR was talking, trying to give updates and all the stuff that was going on. You did not see anything going on in the ring.
Cut to the
whatsoever.
Jeff Jarrett promo.
Exactly. They went straight to backstage, go to commercial. Like, they don't let you see that if it's real. And the refs do this thing right here.
Yeah. If you don't see that,
that's been going on for a long time. If you don't see it,
I will say they did throw up the Dante Hall a couple times when it was a work. Yeah, I didn't like that shit because now you got me thinking, oh shit, it's real.
Yeah, they know how to trick you sometimes.
Yeah, but she's okay, which is the best thing. And I like how they play the Booker T snatch that headset off. But hold on, dog, I gotta go check on Roxanne.
Yeah,
shucky ducky quack quack. So yeah, shout out to Roxanne though, man. She's incredible.
Facts.
Like miles ahead of a lot of people, and she's 21. She just turned 21 a few months ago. Like she is younger than 9/11. That is crazy.
It really is.
What else happened this week, man? I'm pretty sure once this happened, a lot of folks were wondering, like, oh man, I wonder what TC about to say about this. And you know what? I am going to be very complimentary for the first time ever on this show. Welcome to the Young Kings Wrestling Throne, the latest Hall of Famer in the WWE, Mr. Rey Mysterio. I had to do it. Because real recognize real. And you know what? We're talking about this man's career right now. He wasn't always a deadbeat father for his whole career. It was just the last couple years.
No.
You know what? Yeah. That don't take away from all the great career accomplishments that he is endured in his career. He's like a 5-time. No. He was like a 7-time cruiserweight champion, WCW and WWE.
Right.
Won a couple tag titles in WCW, Grand Slam champion in the WWE. So won tag titles, U.S. title. Famously lost the U.S. title at was it WrestleMania a few years ago? You was there, wasn't you?
That was he lost the match because
Oh, he wasn't champ.
Samoa Joe was champ going in.
Oh, okay.
Then he beat him at Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Yeah. So what else accomplishments you got? Tag titles, title Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Batista, Intercontinental Championship. Can't remember who he beat for that. Won the Royal
JBL.
Rumble. It was JBL after JBL beat CM Punk.
Yep.
At WrestleMania, yeah. I remember it, and JBL quit.
Retired.
Mm-hmm. I was just watching it. I don't know how I forgot that quick. But won the Royal Rumble. What else he win, man? Of course, he's going into the Hall of Fame. 3 world championships, won the world title at WrestleMania. Won the who'd he beat?
First one was Mania with Randy and Kurt. Then the second time was Big Gold. It was
who'd he beat?
It was him. It was a fatal 4-way. So it was him.
Jack Swagger.
Swagger was in it.
It was Jack
I think
Swagger.
He was champ going in. I think Randy was in that match. No, it was him, Swagger, and it is Google. I just remember it was a fatal 4.
All right, I gotta Google this real quick because I'm drawing a blank. So this is the night after, it's like the week after WrestleMania 26. Was it? It was 2010. Yeah, because Rey Mysterio lost the belt to Kane. So I'm just trying to figure. We putting 2 and 2 together. Look at your boy. Look at your boy. This is why I'm the trivia king, because I go Big Jimmy Neutron. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Big Show and Punk.
That was what, Extreme Rules?
Fatal 4-way.
Fatal 4-way.
Back when that was an actual pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to run 2010 back, man. That was my senior year. I remember a lot of this stuff. I'm about to run that. I'm gonna run that whole year of pay-per-views back at some point. But elsewhere, what other accomplishments Rey Mysterio had? Won the world title at Mania. Won a world title versus that fatal 4-way, and then held the WWE Championship for about 50 minutes in 2011.
Yeah, give or take.
3 world championships, 3 Young Kings Wrestling Worst Father of the Year awards as well. So very, very full trophy case.
Yeah.
So with this announcement, he may or may not be going for the 4-peat. Because why is Rey Mysterio getting announced as a Hall of Fame inductee? He's an active participant on the roster.
I don't know. It's a good question.
That only means one thing. And we'll see if that one thing happens. I'm not going to say it. Y'all probably understand where I'm going with this. All things considered. When you look at the way the storyline with Dom is going, is looking like it's heading that direction.
I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense at this point. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. But if it is, we need to do it and get it out the way. I think Wade Barrett said it beautifully, as best as humanly possible. And shout out to him for cooking Rey Mysterio rotisserie style the whole time they had that match. Hall of Famer in ring as a wrestler. Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame for wrestling. Hall of Shame for being a father.
Hall of Fame for wrestling, Hall of Fame for parenthood. Got some bad news.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on point. Wade was on it. And he's been echoing the sentiments that we've been spewing for about 3 years now. A little over
Wade Barry,
3
if
years.
you tapped in, bro, you can unblock this on Twitter.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Wade Barry just be blocking everybody, I found out. So it's nothing personal.
Okay, that's good.
It's like who's a Teddy Long? Everybody blocked by Teddy Long.
Well, he claimed it wasn't him blocking everybody, but somebody.
I ain't with the play hating, dog. I don't block people.
They're haterizing.
Shout out to Teddy, man.
Oh man, they out here haterizing.
Hey man,
I didn't even know that was a word.
No,
man.
hell no.
Teddy different.
He is. But yeah, shout out to Rey Mysterio. You know, it's all in gimmick. We reviewing a TV show on here, so no beef with the man portraying Rey Mysterio. We actually, gave my props to Rey a few weeks ago. They was harassing my mans in the airport. I've always been a enjoyer of Rey Mysterio matches.
Right.
There have been a lot of times I don't enjoy the character though. So the last year or so, one of them times where I just have not enjoyed the character. And it's come to a head. He's getting close. He's getting close. He's getting closer. He's taking too damn long. Man. It's probably not even, he probably ain't gonna be like, Dom, fight me tomorrow night during his induction speech. That's how it's gonna go down. Like, we ain't gonna get that match announced until he upstage doing that speech.
I mean, I feel like there's one thing he could do. And it shouldn't have to come to this at all. But if they pull up on Angie.
Yeah, I said the same thing, bro.
Like,
I said that's that emergency glass you're gonna have to break. Like, you're gonna have to get your moms,
Like, at that point,
you're gonna have to get Angie jumped, bro. That's the only thing that's gonna help.
Like, I don't know what else you could possibly do. He done called this man a pussy on live TV on several occasions. He done slapped him, hit him, throw him in the stairs, hit him with chairs.
I should have been Eddie's son.
Yo, that popped me like crazy because like the whole time
I was like, you are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole time he done delved into this whole heel gimmick, he done grown the mullet out like Eddie back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks like Eddie. So it's like, I'm just waiting for him to say something like that. And it's like, ew, on cue. Like, yo, now it's time, bro. So, I mean, like, he done did all of this and still you don't even, like, raise a fist or slap this motherfucker. Something. Like, we gotta. Yeah, right. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, he finally did. No, he got out the way is what he did. You know what I'm saying? So that's
why he might have to. He wasn't doing that at first, at least. Like,
yeah, you might have to pull up on Angie. That's gonna be like the see
when Eric Bischoff pulled up on Linda.
Well, no. This is gonna be like, for DBZ fans out there. This is gonna be like that thing that goes off in the motherfucker's head right before they go Super Saiyan, before they lose it. Like that's gonna be what that is. They pull up on Angie, you'll hear the twing. He's gonna blow the fuck up.
That's the one
He'll
way.
Lose his mind after that. Yep.
Clip that up, TC. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all.
Sure.
What else happened this week, man? Gunther. Yeah. We thought we was gonna find out who his WrestleMania opponent was. And they on some bullshit, man. Give us that triple threat. Stop playing.
Right.
Stop playing.
Talking about Sheamus. Listen. Sheamus and Drew put on bangers every time. I'm not against it, but y'all know what we want. Y'all know exactly what we want.
Give me what I want.
There's no reason why we can't have it.
I need to put that on the soundboard.
Yeah, man.
Give me what I want.
There's no reason why we can't have it. Give them both that WrestleMania check. Ain't no problem.
I mean, the crowd in Pittsburgh was chanting for a triple threat too. Gunther, he said, challengers. And he want all the smoke. So give him what he wants too, man. Adam Pearce was on some bullshit. Why you scared?
Sir.
So I'm looking for Gunther to come out there and just fuck everybody up.
Right.
In the middle of the match. And then we about to get at Mania.
Bumming meat.
Yes, sir. Give it to me. John Cena and Austin Theory, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. That was something, wasn't it? John Cena made his return. John Cena is officially wrestling his 21st year of matches straight in LA. Same place where he won his first world championship. And I got something to say about this, man, because I think, with Austin Theory, somebody on John Cena's level hits you with what he hit you with,
oh yeah,
it might be hard to get the crowd to really fuck with you after that. Fortunately for Austin Theory, the crowd ain't really fuck with him before it, but now they got something to really go against him with outside of just like, oh, we don't like him. Now he's going against John Cena. And what Macho Man say? The cream rises
to the top, brother.
So the cream gonna rise to the top if the cream is there. If it's cream, it could just be regular ass watered down skim milk, and it's not gonna rise at all. But if it is cream, that cream gonna rise to the top. And if he had, Austin Theory has the juice like I think he has, like a lot of other people are fans of Austin Theory, so I'm not the only one here. I think he'll be fine. I'm really looking forward to the night after WrestleMania. John Cena already planted those seeds. And now after WrestleMania, after John Cena losing. So after John Cena done lost, and Austin Theory come out there talking his shit, he gonna have to hold his own on the mic.
Yeah.
And if he can do that, I think he'll be fine. Like if he survives that night, he's good.
Yeah. Cause like this to me is gonna be like the linchpin that sets him on the path that most of the people backstage see him as going. And it's like people have already said, like before he even got to WWE, that this guy is it. This guy is going to be one of them stars of the future. And he's trending in the right direction ever since we cut out the goofy shit, the selfies and all this other stuff. I like the direction.
Yeah.
But now this is holding your feet to the fire territory now because you're going up with the GOAT.
Yes.
Essentially. And it's all designed to put him over. Like he's Cena's not taking the title off him, obviously, but he made sure to point it out. It's like he walk out there night after Mania. That is religiously one of the wildest, most up and down, uncontrollable crowds that you're gonna go in front of. Like, what was it? 6 years ago? About 6 years ago, Roman stepped in that ring after that match with Taker, which was supposed to be his last. And I mean, like, annihilate this dude. That was probably the first time you heard like some fuck you chants when you're not in ECW. Like, it was deep.
Like, damn, y'all felt that.
And he handled it perfectly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my yard now. Drop it.
You know what they need to do with Austin Theory? Do that same thing. Do the same thing. Actually, here's how I will book this match with John Cena. Austin Theory wins, of course. And John Cena, goes to show him, his respect. He'll give him like, hey, you got the juice now type of deal. And then Austin Theory just like attacks John Cena after the match, Have him do that. Have everybody at SoFi Stadium just shit on this man. Like you just attacked the GOAT.
Yeah.
You won the match. Like what you doing that for? That way, going to WrestleMania the next night, I'm not WrestleMania, but Raw the next night, assuming they wrestle night 2, have him come out there and the crowd just giving him heat, just like they did Roman. This crowd is hot. Have Austin Theory do the same. Just do the same shit that Roman did. And then all Austin Theory got to say is just, my time is now.
My time is now.
I
was thinking, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, there's no better. There's no better thing.
That way you don't got to worry about him, just talking and blabbering and just cutting this long-winded promo, trying to get through the heat. Yeah. Do it just like Roman did it. Just like, I don't got shit to say to y'all. Y'all seen what happened? Y'all seen what the fuck? Y'all know what the fuck going on?
Y'all know what time it was.
Time is now.
Facts.
Ooh, yeah, we need that. And this is what I've been really just looking forward to talking about, because Jey Uso is back with the Bloodline officially. I don't know if he ever officially left, but he's back with the Bloodline. Sami Zayn, he thought
he had a friend.
He thought out here playing victim again, which is crazy. I will continue every single week. He is not a victim, bro.
No, he's really not.
Which is Kevin Owens, like, he ain't a victim neither. But at least Kevin Owens, show some accountability. Like, yo, I get why you ain't fucking with me after this whole thing, but ain't the point.
Yeah. Like, bruh.
Like, you let these niggas beat my ass, and then all of a sudden it was too much for you.
Right. Like, y'all become prisoner of the moment a little bit too easily to not sit back and examine what's really going on here. Like,
Jey
really
Uso didn't do
truthfully,
that for the Bloodline. He did that for his brother.
Right.
Y'all remember Hell in a Cell?
Exactly. Like, he showed it to you right then and there. Like, he was just like, listen, I don't even want to do this shit no more. But he heard what they said last week. Like, listen, if Jey don't show up, I'm gonna deal with you. I'm gonna blame it on you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I ain't gonna let nothing happen to my brother again.
Right.
So he's like, listen, I'm taking this one to help you out again, and go handle the traitor. You know what I'm saying? But this whole thing with y'all cheering for Sammy is fine, okay? Like, the following and the rise in popularity, it's all cool.
Yeah,
but don't pretend that this is one of those scenarios where, he's been wronged and this, that, and the third. Dude started off as a groupie trying to get attention. Like, the Bloodline is running the show. I gotta get in the good graces and I gotta do something. He was the locker room leader.
Down bad, man. He lost to Johnny Knoxville at Mania. He was down bad. He said, I gotta do something different. I gotta find out who I can exploit. Why not exploit the top act on the show?
Exactly. Because he was capping out here every week talking about he was the locker room leader.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to the real locker room leader like, yo, listen, put me on game, fam. So he was following them around. I was calling him the mascot for months. And that's really what he was. And then they started saying, like, yo, no, you got to start, like, proving that you worth the damn. Like, you got to start putting some work in. So, like, you just hanging out with us. And Jey, from jump, everyone was saying listen, I was even saying, like, he a mad dog and all this other stuff. But realistically, he had the right intent because he wasn't real.
Yeah.
He wasn't with the fam like that.
This family shit.
Yeah. And all this time, like, he finally got through and broke him down. And yeah, Jey, when this is all said and done, he needs two things. One, he needs highly extensive therapy.
Yes.
And he needs an Oscar. Because, I mean, he been putting on the work from all the way back in 2021.
Get this man an Oscar now, bro.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs that in his trophy case. But that is some damn good therapy. Because, I mean, Roman done put him through the PhD in psychology. And then Sammy coming in here, what he put him through at Rumble, he just was finally shut down, broke. Like, he had to take a hiatus just to get his shit together and come back. Like, yeah, man. It's real crazy. But it's, like you said, it's family shit. He was never part of family. So you can't cry foul about this, bro.
Facts, man. And
thought he was going to go against his brother?
Yeah, man. And Kevin Owens, again, was just like, nah, fam, fuck all that. But then, how many royal families is there in wrestling, Reek?
More than one.
And one of the head guys in one of them royal families was back there being a politician as usual. Was back there talking to Kevin Owens on some sneak stuff, though, man. Which I hate that they do this now. Like, Triple H does this all the time.
So much.
Just so subtle. It is in the background pushing, storylines, like, ever since he started being involved. I don't pay attention. I am not. I get it. You're rewarding people for paying attention to a segment with Elias and what's his name? Jonah. What's his name?
Yeah.
Bronson Reed.
Bronson, yeah.
Okay, I get it. Cause ain't nobody watching that shit. So you're gonna reward the people who were paying attention. I get it. I'm not one of them people. I'm tuning out. I didn't see it.
The only times I ever noticed it was MVP talking to Sid and Shelton.
Yeah, I peeped that.
Hurt business thing. And then Nikki, when she was like creeping in the background every time Candice had an interview, because it was weird as hell. But that's it.
Yeah. And I would notice, like, and they was actually doing this before Triple H, because, like, they did it with Bray. With all the the Firefly Funhouse.
Because it made sense.
Yeah. So, like, when I was paying attention to that stuff,
Right.
2 years ago, 3 years ago, around that time. But now I ain't really paying that much attention to, especially
No.
when Rick Boogs is whatever, Elias is whatever. You got motherfucking Bronson Reed in the background. I'm tuning out. And then you got Cody in the background of that, which is the most important thing going on the screen right now.
Exactly.
I get it. My man's being a politician. And I already know what they about to do in a couple weeks. I am excited because I will be there for SmackDown. Just go ahead and announce that 6-man tag team match, player. Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Cody, Kevin Owens, and Sammy.
I need it.
That's gonna be some energy that I can't wait to be around. But
which show is it? How many weeks? How many weeks out?
What was this past week? The 10th. So 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But not this Friday, but the Friday after that.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
So that's like
WrestleMania is the week after that.
About to say, that's damn near right around the corner.
Yeah, man. We got this updated WrestleMania weekend card. Let's read this off, man. We can get on up out of here. NXT Stand and Deliver. We got Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes for the NXT Championship. Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. I don't know what else they're gonna put on that, but we're gonna see. Pretty sure there's a tag title in there somewhere.
Probably.
Pretty sure Wesley versus somebody.
Probably Dragon Lee.
Ooh.
That might be dope.
Cause I was gonna say Wesley versus Ricochet, because I don't think he doing shit. But
probably not.
Shit, Wesley and Dragon Lee. Okay. Okay. Let's get that cracking. We might as well. Night 1 of WrestleMania so far. We just got Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. So that should be decent. To be determined for night 1 or night 2. Nobody knows yet. But of course, we got Roman versus Cody for the Undisputed Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's title. Bianca Belair putting her Raw Women's title on the line versus Asuka. We talked about this previously. Gunther and whoever he facing between Sheamus or Drew. Give me a triple threat player.
Yeah.
Austin Theory versus John Cena. So that one's gonna happen, even though Austin Theory got his ass cooked.
He got cooked. Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh? He got cooked.
Still should be a good match. And then Damage Control versus Trish Stratus, Becky Lynch, and Lita.
Like it.
So I definitely see Trish Stratus going back to Madison Square Garden and turning her back on the people that was supposed to be trusting her.
I can see it. We left one out though.
What's that?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, Brock versus Omos.
Yes, sir.
AKA Nigzilla. AKA
Hey.
Big black nigga.
Yes, sir. I just
man slapping me.
How'd I forget that?
Oh yeah.
That should be good. Y'all do this all the time. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
We gonna see. We gonna see.
I'm excited for Mania. Love me some WrestleMania.
Always.
I love me some WrestleMania. I've been a wrestling fan for a long time. Watched a lot of WrestleManias live, and ain't nothing like it. And now we get 2 straight nights of it for the last 2 years. For
that's
however
one
long.
One positive we got out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
2 night manias. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now. I've told the story before, but the whole day of Mania, where they had it up till then, the last Mania before we went to 2 nights, is too damn long. Okay, like it started at 32, but it hit its peak when I finally made my first Mania. They made sure I got all of my money's worth because I got there. I got at the stadium at about 3 p.m. I left the stadium out of there
midnight.
probably around like 1 a.m. That's too much.
Crazy.
That's too much damn wrestling.
I don't spend that much time at work.
Right? Like, listen, as much as we all look, that's too much, bro. I should not have been like damn near falling asleep after the Kofi match because I done tapped out emotionally, mentally, physically because of all the shit that's been going on.
Yeah, y'all tripping. Y'all was tripping with that one.
Yeah.
On the East Coast too? Y'all wild.
Yeah, that's madness. Like they have time limits in those venues. Like we were supposed to be out of there by like midnight, and we're still filing out of there. Some people didn't leave till like 2 a.m.
That's crazy.
So like, y'all was playing games for real.
And y'all had to get that transportation back to the city.
Man, I'm so thankful that we got out early because I heard all the stories about the people that got caught and stayed there and had to get like Ubers and stuff like that because the train schedule, like the time they got out there, after a while, they ran up past like how long the trains run. So it's like after a certain period of time, you ain't gonna catch one. So we got out of there like early enough that we got on one to get back to because we was parked at the train station, took the train over to the stadium. So we lucked out, caught the train, get back over. But man, and then it started raining.
Yeah, I heard that.
Cause it was like it started to like drizzle right before the main event started. And I'm like, damn, we're not gonna have rain at Mania right now before the last match.
I ain't no roof on the stadium too, huh? That's crazy.
Yeah. They just had the canvas over the top of the ring, but
which don't make sense to me, man. How y'all build a new stadium and don't put no roof over it?
I don't know, man. It's crazy. But yeah, no, it started pouring down after. So we kept dodging it. Tampa didn't dodge it, but we did.
Oh, no, Tampa ain't. Yeah.
Tampa caught all of that work, bro.
I would have hated to been in that.
They said, y'all been dodging this. And this was multiple times because 29 had rain, like light rain on the pre-show.
I remember 24 had rain too in Florida.
Mm-hmm. So like, y'all been ducking and dodging this for years. Y'all want Mania back? Y'all gonna catch this work finally.
Yeah, Mania about to be in stadiums with roofs and retractable roofs from now on.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
I don't think we're gonna get no Manias in Florida ever again.
Yeah.
We need that Miami Mania again one more time.
Yeah.
That's before y'all do any of that, whoever listening, Vince, Triple H, Nick Khan, who's responsible for booking these WrestleManias.
Don't be cowards. Don't be cowards.
What y'all waiting on? Allegiant Stadium right there.
I'm saying
y'all only run one show in Allegiant Stadium. We need more than that.
So I'm saying, man.
I don't even run T-Mobile no more.
We had the litmus test. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. SummerSlam was pretty lit.
It was fun, bro.
And that was like contained. Yeah. That was just a little space about it. You know what I'm saying? You open that up,
man.
In Vegas, come on now.
Come on, dog. It writes itself, man.
Come on.
All right.
Keep it
social plug-in time. Let the people know where to find you at, what you got going on. What's up with the basketball podcast?
We're gonna meet up Tuesday. I talked to him because we like 4 games in now.
Oh shit.
They 2-2. Nice. Just had a game Friday night, home opener, handled business. And then yesterday, same deal. So at 500 right now. So yeah, we're gonna really kind of get this thing fast tracked to get started. At the buzzer, official Lehigh Valley Legends podcast, hosted by yours truly. Coming very soon. But as always, y'all can find me at ReekHavoc24 on Instagram and on Twitter. The Havoc Hour, as I said before, is on ice, but plenty of content up there that you can still enjoy with sports and movies and entertainment on all platforms where you find Young Kings Wrestling, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and the most entertainment versions are up on YouTube. And I still update the page on Instagram _ the Havoc Hour _ so you can check that out as well.
Yes, sir. And I am the thespian TC Fontaine. You can follow me at tc.fontaine on Instagram. at foy.flicks on Instagram too. That's your boy's photography page. I'll be posting my archives, man. I ain't really been out there too much, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So might take my camera and find some things to shoot around my neighborhood. I'll be shooting pictures of the mountains. I can see the mountains from my apartment. So I'll be taking little flicks here and there. But shout out to the Godfather. Posted an old picture I had in my phone or wherever I had it. It wasn't in my phone. It was somewhere. I don't know. It was archive. Posted it. Godfather showed me love on my photography page. So big shout out to him.
Yeah.
So
gotta get him on the show.
Yeah. Gotta get that bread. Be like, hey man, what's your rate? We got you.
For sure.
I know how much you paid for one of our, our compadres. I know how much he charged them. So don't be trying to overcharge me. I know it's
right.
I know it's inflation and shit, so I'll account for that.
Right.
Don't go too crazy. Yeah, but elsewhere, man, you can follow Young Kings Wrestling everywhere at YK Wrestling, YKWrestling.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Young Kings Wrestling, at YK Wrestling. It's one of them. It's crazy. I don't know it. You can find the YouTube at YKWrestling.com. How about that?
There you go.
Click the subscribe link. Check us out on YouTube. More YouTube content coming soon. And as always, until next week, we hit y'all with another one.
Another one.
We out of here. Go.